Starting today, September 25th, 2025, the state of Florida now allows open carry of firearms, both handguns and long guns. And I'm going to explain to you why you should not open carry. What's up, everybody? My name is Frank Latella. I'm a firearms instructor, self-defense instructor, and I own a gun store in Boynton Beach, Florida. Despite the title of this video, I do think that the law changing to allow open carry in Florida is a huge win for the Second Amendment community, so good job for that. Now, a few things I want to touch on briefly before we jump into this. If this is your first time to my channel, I welcome you here and I encourage you to subscribe. I am working on a free, yes, I said free, online course that's going to incorporate self-defense, firearms, use of force, and the course is completely free. But I'm not going to release it until this channel hits 3,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Now I know 3,000 is not a lot compared to some channels that you might follow that have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, but we are growing rapidly. So after watching the video, if you like what you have to hear, smash the subscribe button, share it with a friend so that the algorithm will help us grow. Let's rewind. Prior to July 1st, 2023, a concealed weapons permit was required to carry a concealed weapon and firearm in Florida. Post July 1st, 2023, the state became permitless carry. That means anybody who is not prohibited in possessing a firearm can carry a concealed firearm or weapon like a knife. That means you're over 21, you're not a felon, you're not a drug user, and you're not in a prohibited place such as a government building, a school, a bar, etc. So that was a big win for the state, for the Second Amendment community. And a lot of people freaked out. Oh my God, there's going to be people carrying guns without a permit. Well, let's be real. The permit process is, number one, unconstitutional if we're going to get technical about it. And number two, it didn't do anything aside from generate revenue for the state of Florida, if we're being honest. At Boynton Guns, we teach the concealed weapons permit class, which, regardless of anywhere in the state of Florida, it's going through a safety course and firing one shot minimum of a real firearm. The safety course could be 4 minutes long and you can shoot into a bullet trap, or it can be multiple days long and you do a bunch of live fire. The point is, someone who has that permit doesn't mean they know how to use that gun. So a lot of people were freaking out. Oh, it's going to be so unsafe. Nothing changed. Florida's First District Court of Appeals ruled that the ban against the open carry of firearms was unconstitutional. Today, open carry is legal. People are freaking out. Oh my God, there's going to be shootings everywhere. There's this and that. The same people that carry a gun that you don't see because it's concealed, and if they put a small piece of fabric between their body and their gun and now you can see it, it's not going to increase any crime. The bad guys were still carrying and will still be carrying. Now, I want to explain why I will not be open carrying and why I don't recommend it, but there's always a time and a place where it might be beneficial. Reason number one why you should not open carry. You lose the element of surprise. Your tactical advantage is now gone. Put yourself in the shoes of a bad guy. Let's say I'm an active shooter and I'm scoping out the place. I see someone standing over here with a gun holstered on their hip, and I can clearly see it, open carry. The first bullet is going in that guy because he is my threat. Even though I'm the bad guy for this scenario, I see that and I say I'm taking him out first. Now, If that guy had his gun concealed, I might just start shooting at anybody, and this concealed carrier might have the opportunity to move to a better position and shoot back rather than being the first one shot. Now, the opposite argument to that is open carry may act as a deterrent for the bad guy. Guys looking for an easy target to rob. You see someone, oh yeah, they're a little bit smaller, maybe they're older, they're weaker. I'm going to go up and approach them, and they turn around and, oh, this guy has a gun. Let me keep walking. All right, I hear that. I hear that. But this brings me to reason number 2 why you should not open carry. Retention. I'm a bad guy, and I see somebody with their gun. And bad guys, they do illegal things like steal things. And stealing someone's gun sounds pretty appealing to me as the would-be bad guy. There's going to be a lot of people that get their guns taken. If you insist on open carrying, you must have a retention holster at least level 2. When I say must, that's my opinion because there's no law mandating it. I'm going to give you a few examples as to what a retention holster is. First one, fabric holster. Get rid of it. Don't open carry with that. Second one, Kydex or plastic. When it goes in, we hear that click. So this is considered a level 1 retention holster. This is okay, but it's not ideal because it's on you, still pulled out. A level 2 holster, similar material. It goes in, it clicks, not coming out. I go to pull it out, still not coming out. I'm not paying attention. I have my gun. Someone comes up behind me. They try to take the gun. It gives me a minute to try to retain my gun and fight back. The level 2 holster means I have to press a button or a lever that you can't see right now, and this guy doesn't know about before my gun comes out. Now, police officers typically use a level 3 holster, which is one more movement that needs to be done, typically pushing the hood down. Before I get to reason number 3, I want to say that this video is powered by my friends at the Attorneys for Freedom law firm in Arizona. Now, these guys have an excellent organization called Attorneys on Retainer. Now, I'm actually a member with them. After becoming a member, I became an affiliate. So you might be saying, well, what does this have to do with anything? Attorneys on Retainer is a pro-Second Amendment group. Now, these guys will represent you in a legal situation if you ever have to use your firearm or any type of justified self-defense use of force. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, the reason is simple. Even if you are justified to use your gun against somebody, there's a chance that you might be arrested. We have our Fifth Amendment right to not self-incriminate. That means if you're in a situation and the police come, your job is not to talk. You leave that up to the professionals. The name Attorneys on Retainer is literal because you have an attorney retained. And on the back of this membership card right here, it has post self-defense incident instructions, where you give these guys a call and they will help you out, right? If you are in jail, they're going to bond you out, and you're not paying anything extra aside from a small monthly fee to be a member. They bond you out, and they're going to cover all legal expenses, expert witnesses, anything involved. Now, I made a video about this that it's going to pop up here, but it's also going to be in the profile or the description of this video. So after finishing this video, check that out for a detailed description on AOR, Attorneys on Retainer, to see if it's right for you. Reason number 3 why you should not open carry. This is not going to come as a surprise, but there are many people and businesses that are anti-gun. If you carry concealed, you've been carrying for a while, you've been to places where on the front door there's a sign that says no guns. And guess what? You can still go in there. You can still go in there. The state law allows you to. A little sign doesn't mean you can't. However, if the business owner, if the employees tell you, hey, you have to leave, you gotta go. Now, if we are carrying concealed, they're not gonna know. So you're good as long as you're allowed to be there with the gun, meaning it's not a federal building, it's not a school, it's not a bar, right? We're gonna use the coffee shop as an example. So now, same situation, but your gun is exposed. As soon as that anti-gunner employee sees you, oh my God, someone call the police. Sir, you have to leave. You must turn right around and go. Because if you don't, and you're well, I know my rights. Florida's now an open carry state. I don't have to go. That's trespassing. And if you continue to go, or maybe you're causing a scene, the police officer, deputy comes, and they're not having a great day, that could be felony trespassing. You don't want to mess around with that. So private property, private businesses, they have the right to tell you to get lost if you have a gun. Now, some people might be in between where they'll say, you know what? I don't care if you have the gun. It might make some of our customers or clients uncomfortable, so go ahead and cover that for me. And that might be an alternative to you leaving. But let's just say, handgun or rifle, they're like, dude, you got to go. So you go back to your car to leave it there so you can enter the business because you need to buy something or you need to take something from there. Well, now we have a whole new problem. Do you have a safe in your car, and is that safe latched on or bolted into the car so no one could steal it? Things to think about. Now, I have to try to balance this out a little bit. I don't want to be that guy that says there's nothing good that comes out of it. So let me go ahead and say, one thing that is excellent about the law changing to allow open carry of firearms in Florida, it is another step further from gun control. First, permitless carry became a thing. That's a win. Open carry became a thing. That's a win. The truth is this: when it comes to the Second Amendment, there are people, we see it every 4 years, that want to take the guns. And it can't happen overnight. It's a slow thing. If you give them an inch, they take a foot. So the fact that Florida is progressing in the right direction, pro Second Amendment, is awesome. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, once this channel hits 3,000 subscribers, I have a free online course for you. This is going to consist of self-defense related content, firearm content, use of force, and a couple other excellent things that if you got value out of this video, or if you're interested in that online course, go ahead and smash the subscribe button and share the video with a Florida friend. Even if they're not pro-gun, share it with them so when they see someone walk in the streets with an AR-15, they understand that it is legal.